Okay, everyone, I've turned off on a forest road. I'm west of Buffalo, Wyoming, and I don't really know where I'm going. I turned off on this forest road, and there's a lot of people out here. I gotta mention it's a Saturday, so not the best day of the week to try to find a camping spot, but I'm surprised. I mean, look how dense this forest is here. This is that's a dense forest. It's beautiful. It's just unbelievable. It's been quite a day. We had a severe storm warning earlier. I was down in Buffalo trying to find supplies, water and food, and it was raining, and I was worried about coming up here at all. I thought, oh my God, it's going to be, a mud bath, and it's going to be dangerous. And I'm glad I came, because it doesn't look, I don't see evidence of a severe thunderstorm right here, right now. I mean, it went by, you can see the clouds, but I don't see water on the ground, which is great. But this place is extensive and just beautiful. And there's lots of people camping up here. I mean, lots of people camping up here. I want to find a spot and hang out for a few days. Not 14. It's 14-day free camping. I'm not going to stay 14. But I wanted to show you. I'd show you out my window, but the windows, I just cleaned it too, and it bugs again. Look at this. The forest is just thick, and there's campers everywhere. I haven't shown you everything. I'm hoping that tomorrow they're all going to pack up and go home, and I can come back out and take one of those wonderful spots. And there might be a wonderful spot up ahead. We'll see, you guys. I wanted to show you the forest. I have no idea where I'm going. I've got plenty of gas, so I'll run out of daylight before I run out of gas. I'm just going deeper and deeper into the forest. This is kind of like Hansel and Gretel. I don't know what our altitude is here, but it's got to be pretty good. And every time there's a clearing in a place where people are, a camping area, it's filled with people. I mean, sometimes there were, 10 vehicles, huge groups together, which is wonderful. I think everybody in Wyoming probably likes to camp. I mean, here we're breaking out of the trees, and look at here. We got campers. All right, everybody, let me show you where I ended up. I'm way, way back here. I don't know where I am. The forest road was deteriorating, and there's no place to turn around, so I had to just keep going forward. I found this little spur road here. Sun's going down. It's getting cold, which will be a refreshing change from the 100-degree heat I've been suffering with the last 4 or 5 days. Okay, so the road is down there. I don't know if you can make it out or not. And there's this little spur road that I came up, and it ends. I mean, look at the forest here. It's just thick, huh? This looks like there was something going on here. But the road comes up. It's all rocky. You can see we went over, big rocks. And thank goodness for the Boondock edition, right? And we're back here like this. This is where it ends, right here. I mean, I can back up another, 20 feet or something if I wanted to, but this is it. I don't know what's going on up here. I haven't had a chance to check it out. I want to rearrange the camper so I can sleep. I need to set up Starlink. There's absolutely no cell service here at all. But look at this. Look at these rock formations. I can't wait to check this all out. I've got to, I'll be here in the morning, probably till noon or so, because tomorrow's a Sunday, and I'm hoping that people have to pack up and go, but they might not be in a big hurry. They might not pack up and go till 5 o'clock in the afternoon. I like these granite rock outcroppings. There's some new growth here. These Christmas tree sized trees are right here. But anyway, enough talk. Wanted to show you what I got. Like you see, I found this nice clean rock that I could park in front of, so I can put my mat down. And there is mud on the ground. There was rain up here earlier today. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. I'm going to get some sleep, and we'll pick this up tomorrow and see where I can finally end up. I want to find something that's kind of nice, so I can actually set up camp and spend 3 or 4 days, relax. I want to ride my bike. There's just miles and miles of forest roads up here, and I'm surprised pleasantly surprised at how many people are recreating on this land. I mean, even giant groups, you know, huge family, friend get-togethers way back here in the forest, deep in. It's very interesting. Different than the camping that I've seen in other states. I'm liking it. So let me get squared away here. Got to change into some cold weather clothing. As I mentioned, that'll be a thrill. And you know, be sure the Aldi system is dialed in and all that, so in the morning when I wake up and it's fairly chilly, and I think it will be, I can turn on the heat. Yeah, so welcome to the Bighorn Mountains. That's where I am. Bighorn Mountains, Wyoming. What an adventure. Yeah, this is just fantastic. All right, guys, I'm excited. I'll talk to you a little bit later. 45 degrees this morning. Thank goodness. Finally some cool weather. Good morning, everyone. Steve here. Yeah, it's about 6:30 a.m., I think. I'm here in the Bighorn Mountains. Wanted to say good morning and show you what this looks like at sunrise. It rained last night. It was cloudy when I got in here. I don't remember what I showed you, too much of what I showed you last night. It's I'm really loving this Bighorn National Forest, I think is where I am. I have no idea exactly where I am, but look at this landscape. Look at this mountain of rock. There's all these granite rock outcroppings. I'll climb up there later, take a look. I've got to kill some time. I've got my coffee going. You can see the road I came in on me. We'll take a little walk out here. Got my coffee. I'm going to cook some eggs because, you know, I'm in the mood for eggs. Sorry, couldn't resist. Yeah, they did some kind of a burn here. You can tell there's these circles of burned wood, but there's no evidence that there was a forest fire. It's like they did that on purpose. They piled some stuff up there and burned it. But the forest road continues off down in this direction. Look at all these wonderful little Christmas tree-sized pine trees here. This is new growth. They did some clearing in here. But there's some people. You can hear a generator maybe off in the distance there, about 200 yards away. There's some other campers, again, tucked into the trees there. Just disappear into the trees. We'll explore more of this. This is Sunday morning, and I'm hoping that most of these people have jobs, and they've got to get up, and they've got to pack up and go home. And then I'm going to wait probably 6 hours and then head back in the other direction and see. Wow, lots of scat here. Sorry, distracted. Saw something shiny. Yeah, I'm going to find a different camp spot. I want a better view. I mean, this is beautiful, but not considering everything that I'm sure there's available here. I'm going to find something that I think is a little bit nicer, then hang around for a couple of days. I'll probably have to go back to town, back to Buffalo for some more supplies. We'll see. And then figure out where I'm going after this. But why look at what I'm doing tomorrow? Let's focus on today. Today is the important day. We don't really know if we have tomorrow, unfortunately. But hopefully we do. You know, yesterday I didn't know if I'd have today, but here it is. And I'm so glad I've got it. So glad you guys have come along with me. Yeah, it's just beautiful out here. I'd love to I'm going to put on my hiking boots wherever I end up and do some walking in the forest. I'm not sure what the bear situation is up here, but they've got to be here, right? Wyoming? So we'll be sure and bring some bear spray along just in case. All right, guys, I'm going to go have some coffee and some of those eggs I was singing about that I'm in the mood for. I found some local, farm fresh eggs from a local farm. I can't wait to eat those. And then I'll get back with you. We'll see how this day progresses. All right, I'm back. I've had my breakfast, cleaned up the mess I made, and then did my my morning beauty routine. So, yeah. But now I'm ready to rock. It's almost 10 o'clock. And I do want to find a different campsite. We talked about that. And I haven't seen a lot of people go by. I don't know if anybody's in a hurry to get out of here. I think what I'm going to do is disconnect. I'm going to, we're leveled up here. So I'm just going to take the truck off the trailer. I'm going to go ahead and disconnect from the trailer and just go exploring. You want to come with me? Let's just drive around in the truck and see if we can find a better campsite. And if not, then we'll just come back here and set up, you know, for a few days. All right, let's do that. I don't know which direction to go. I came from the left there, so we're going to go right. We're going to go right and see what we can find. What's going to be interesting is, can I find my way back? But this road, oh, look how it deteriorates immediately. I told you it rained last night. Here's the evidence. Look at all this mud. Oh, luckily my truck is already completely filthy. I'm gonna have to run it through the car wash twice. But let's see, we're going deep into the forest. I love how thick the forest is here. It's just unbelievable. And let's look out the side. Look at all these rock formations, this granite. It's really nice, just the way it comes out of the ground there. And we've got little meadows all of a sudden that break out everywhere. Ooh, look at this. Now see, I turned down this road. I'm a little bit worried about getting disoriented, but there's somebody down there. I can see a rig already. So no use driving into their front yard. We'll keep going. There's a lot of people out here. They're just hidden away. A gal just went by on a quad. Let me put this window down. And hopefully, let me swing this around here. And oh, there you go. Another campsite right there. That's nice. Oh, look at that. The meadow. Wish they would leave. I take that right there. Found it. Let's go even deeper into the forest. Deeper. Deeper. All right, that's where I turned off the main road up there. Well, main road, that particular forest road, and came down there. Here's the terrain. Lots of trees. I mean, lots of trees. And then I was looking at this end of the road spot here. I mean, if you had a quad or something, it looks like it continues in that direction a little bit. But what a thick forest. Look at this. This is pretty cool. Just in case I don't camp here and I find something better. Look what someone built in here. But look at this fire ring. Very nice fire ring. And somebody was having fun with sticks. I think Bigfoot built that right there. But we've got a teepee, right? That's nice. I like that. I might actually have a campfire. I didn't bring my chainsaw, but we can make it happen. There's plenty of downed wood here, and I do have a handsaw, even though I'm allergic to that kind of exercise. All right, let me make a decision. Should we go a little further? Okay, guys, I can only stand here for a second. This dirt road is very busy, but look at that. Look at the camping. Look at the people. Look, there's still snow on the mountains. Got to find a spot. These guys kind of close together. I just don't know how it works. Wyoming seems different. Uh-oh. You can see what I'm talking about. Heavy traffic. Gotta go. It's a little bit breezy out here, so I thought I'd mic up. Hopefully you can hear me. But look at the view up here. Just spectacular. And look at the way these guys all tuck into the trees. Blue skies, white clouds. A lot of people like to be tucked away, and some people like to just be camped out here in the open. It's cool enough. It's 64 degrees and breezy. So this is another situation where I don't care about the sun. You're exposed to the wind out here, of course, a lot more than if you're on the tree line. But I don't here I've got my rig here. And I just took off across the grass, right off that dirt road. And this is the part that makes me uncomfortable. I've always felt that, you camp where you see a road, where obviously there's tracks. People have camped there many times. Usually there's a fire ring at the end of it, so you know that's a campsite. I've been kind of taught, or always thought, that we don't just start driving across open fields to find a place to camp, and people seem to do that here. Now, I don't, so I was hesitant to do that. I see all these people doing that. It seems like that just tears up the land more and more. But I took off, I saw tracks. I mean, when I say tracks, I mean, you can see the indentations in the grass. Somebody did this, but it not on a regular basis. Fairly recently somebody came up here. So shall I bring my trailer up here? Shall I camp up here with this beautiful view? A little bit windy? I don't know. Look elsewhere. It's really crowded here. I'm amazed. Nobody's leaving. It's Sunday morning. I thought people would be packing up, but no, nobody's going anywhere. And a lot of these trailers don't have anybody there. They're just there. I think a lot of people dump their trailer and go home, and then they come back next week and the trailer's still there. I don't know. Don't know what to do. I don't think I like this windy, wide open, exposed situation. If there was no wind, this would be beautiful. And I feel like, I'm in the Sound of Music or something here, right? The hills are alive. Yeah. Sorry. Yeah, I know. Strange fellow. All right, I'm going to get back in the truck and make a decision what to do. I might spend one more night where I am and then look for something else. I might hook up right now and go look for something else. Should have been easier than it is. All right, we'll see what I do. Well, after about an hour and a half of driving all these forest roads and searching for a different campsite, this spot, which doesn't have the view I'd like, I've got an open sky and I feel like I'm alone. So I'm going to stay right here. All right, guys. Remember I said there was only a 7% chance of rain today? They didn't mention hail. So we've got a Wyoming hailstorm here on my previous clear day. This is just spectacular. Let's step out and see if we can survive. There was a giant thunderclap and then boom, look at that. It's hailing, it's storming. Yeah, and my camera's getting all wet, so we're not going to spend a whole lot of time checking this out. I don't have my action camera. Yeah, okay. Hail. Oh, hail no. Let me get back in here. Oh, woohoo! How fun is that? Wyoming hailstorm. Well, good morning, everyone. Yes, Steve here from the Bighorn National Forest, Wyoming. And it's just, this is one of the most beautiful boondocking spots that I've ever had the privilege of visiting and camping. And I've got to pack up this morning. Something's come up, got to do a 180. I'll talk about that in a minute. But first, let's talk about where I am. I'm just west of Buffalo, probably told you that before. I'm off Highway 16, and I believe I turned off on Elgin Park Road. If I'm wrong about that, and frequently I am, the proper information will be scrolling by on the bottom as we speak. But this is just thousands and thousands of acres. Once you get off on this Elgin Park Road, if in fact that's what it is, there are all kinds of forest roads branching off that and spur roads branching off those. And the opportunity and the beauty up here is unbelievable. I've got to say, I've camped a lot in the West. I've camped all over Arizona, California, Utah, where else? Doesn't matter. One thing I find, particularly in areas where weekend warriors can frequent, is trash. People are bad about that, and that's a subject we don't need to talk. We don't need to get into that right now. How awful people are for leaving their trash, but they just do. But up here, I haven't found any, and I'm out in the middle of nowhere. So if you were one of those people that just wants to camp out here and then leave all your trash and drive away, it might be a while before anybody'd even find your trash because it's so spread out and so remote. There's nothing here. Not even a bottle cap. I saw 2 9mm shells on the ground that had been there for a long, long time. There's no trash here. So I've got to hand it to the people that are visiting this forest, at least in the areas that I've had the privilege to explore. There's no trash. Leave no trace, people. You're doing a good job here in Wyoming, at least from what I can see. There's a trailhead here, the Elgin Park Trailhead. Apparently equestrians bring their horses out here. There's hiking, there's horseback riding. There are tons of quads, side-by-sides, and dirt bikes on the weekends tearing all over these roads. it's middle of the week now. It's just silent. I'm the only one around. There's nobody. I had to run into town yesterday, and there's really, it's just peaceful. I give this a 2 thumbs up. If you guys are ever in the neighborhood, and if you like boondocking, this is your spot. If you don't like boondocking, but you want to visit the area, do some hiking and things during the day, but you'd rather be closer to civilization, the town of Buffalo is only 30 minutes down the hill, and they have multiple campgrounds there with hookups, with bathrooms, with facilities. And the town, of course, you can get food and there's restaurants, blah, blah, blah. So you can stay in Buffalo and then just drive up here. It's only a 30-minute drive. And this is not the only game in town, this Elgin Park Road. There are other forest roads off 16, left and right, all the way. I was going to continue moving west. I was going to continue going west. I was going to do practice one of Wonder Hussey's favorite things. I was going to take a dip in a soak in a hot mineral springs down the road here, but that's all changed, unfortunately. Everything happens for a reason. I'm not going to cry about spilled milk, but I got to get out of here. Look at what we've got. I mean, this is typical, just thick forest, big canopy, lots of shade. Deer came through my camp this morning. I've got all kinds of little furry creatures that run around that look like squirrels, only bigger and fatter, practically like beavers. There are little chipmunk type squirrels. There are lots of different birds. There are flowers here. And then there's meadows. There's all these open areas. You step out of the forest into these wide open areas, and you can camp in the wide open areas too. It's really, it's just gorgeous. There's snow-capped peaks. You can't see them from where I am, but I'll show you a picture of those, I hope, in the video. And I just think this is a wonderland. I would love to stay here for 14 days. Yeah. Leave your comments. Let me know what you think about this place. I am just overwhelmed by the beauty and the peacefulness. But there you go, guys. Now, as far as where I'm going and why I've got to get out of here, I pulled another happy camper. I don't know how to describe it, really. I've said in the past, it's not easy being me. And I just surprise myself sometimes. I was editing a video, and then I was uploading another video. I wanted to get one out yesterday, and it got 95% uploaded, and then my whole computer froze up. Now I can't edit, I can't upload, I can't do anything in that area on my computer, and I'm not knowledgeable enough. I mean, I sat in there for hours surfing around trying to find what was going on and how I could remedy the situation, and I'm just not technically inclined. I can't do it. I can't figure it out. So I looked to find out, where can I go? Where can I get some help with this? This is not an over-the-phone thing. Nobody can walk me through this. I'm telling you that right now. So I found the Geek Squad. I've got to go find the Geek Squad. And the nearest Best Buy, the Geek Squad, you probably know, hangs out at Best Buy. It's your nearest Best Buy location. They'll have a Geek Squad. And those are the guys that can help with all technical things. They'll come to your house and install your whole TV surround sound system. They'll set you up on a computer. They'll do whatever, teach you how to launch nuclear missiles. I don't know. Those guys are geeks. They're brilliant. So there's one down in Casper, Wyoming, which is in the opposite direction. So I've got to turn around and go back to Buffalo and then head down to Casper, probably a couple-hour drive, 2 hours, 2.5 hours. And because it was 100 degrees in Casper yesterday, I've made a reservation. I was lucky enough to get a spot last minute at Campgrounds of America, KOA. So I'm going to head out of here, head down to Casper. And it's not all bad. I just didn't want to spend the money. KOAs, it's going to cost me probably $80 to stay there. And I'd rather not spend that money on that. But what's done is done, and I'll be comfortable. I've got full hookups there. They've got showers. They've got a laundry, so I can dump my tanks, fill my tanks, do my laundry. I can accomplish a lot of things for my $80, and I can take a shower in their shower, which means I can stand up and I don't have to do the Navy shower. I can actually take a real shower, so that'll be fun. Take my $80 shower and go into town, and hopefully the boys, the geeks at Best Buy, can figure out what I've done. They can show me, and they can correct it for me, and maybe show me how to not do it again, and I can get back to posting videos, something that seems practically impossible for me. Anyway, guys, that's my situation. I've been faking it for a long time. I got the computer and figured out the basic video editing stuff there, just enough to get it done. And so I've been faking it all this time, and And you know what they say, what, you fake it till you break it? Well, I've gotten to that point. Faked it, and now I broke it, so let's go get it fixed so you can see this video. If I don't get it fixed, you're not even going to get to see my long soliloquy here. So anyway, guys, thanks for watching. So here I am, and here's where we're going to go. One last look at the forest, this beautiful forest, and the meadows and the trees and the skies. It's just been fantastic. Been fantastic. I'll be back here definitely. I don't know that I'll come back to Elgin Park Road because I've seen it, although I might. There's stuff here that I wanted to see, I wanted to explore, and I didn't get to. Not even going to mention what it is. We'll just see if I get back and find it later. But because of all the other camping around here, I'd also like to see that. You know, it's just a matter of time. Just a matter of time. But once I get all the way down to Casper, I don't think I'm going to turn around and come back all the way back up here. I think I'll just keep going in that direction. I've got to, you know, I've been gone for over a month. I need to get back and take care of some business. So we're going to go do that. Last look. Okay, guys, I'll talk forever. I never know when to end this. So thanks for watching. Couldn't do it without you. If you haven't already, give me a thumbs up if you're so inclined. If you haven't subscribed, think about it again right now. That'd be fun. Trying to get to 10,000. I know I eventually will if I live long enough. So until next time, guys. Until next time, I'll keep you up to date. We'll get this thing fixed one way or the other, and I'll get back to posting, and we'll get back to business. And God bless you. Get some vitamin D. You got to get 20 minutes of sun a day. I'm not kidding. 20 minutes is all you need. Get out in the sun for 20 minutes. When you first wake up in the morning, if you think about it, if you have the opportunity, go outside, close your eyes, and look up. Look up and soak up those rays, okay? They can go, the good stuff goes right through your eyelids and does the magic it's supposed to do. Out here in the forest, I like to take off my shoes and stand around barefoot for the grounding. Getting back to nature is so important. It resets our bodies, and we've forgotten about all of that. Everybody's angry. Everybody's running around screaming, and they're losing their minds. Coming out here and doing these few simple things really takes the tension away. It does. Okay. Love you guys. See you next time. Be good. Until then, bye-bye now.